Hello everyone, this is Sanji Fan here, back with another One Piece video. I've talked about this before, but I just wanted to present my theory for why I believe Blackbeard has a spy in Wano and who I believe that spy is. Stay tuned. Alright everyone, so on to the topic. Now, Blackbeard is one of the more mysterious characters in One Piece. We already know he has 2 devil fruits. We know a little bit about him, but the more information we get, the more mysterious he seems to become. I just want to talk today about what we saw during the intermission of Act 1 and 2, when they went back to Blackbeard and he was speaking about the information he learned in Wano. And of course, we know Wano is an isolated country. Nothing's supposed to get in or out. We do know that the Marines have a way of tapping into or hacking the Mushi, which is what they did basically when Kaido and Big Mom spoke. But I wonder if Blackbeard has the same thing. Now, that's also a possibility. That might be another way he might know of what's going on in Wano, but I would highly doubt that every event going on would be shared over the Mushi, because Kaido doesn't really have to answer to anyone. It was just that one conversation with Big Mom. So besides that, how would he know what is currently taking place? How would he know who is in Wano and what's going on? And I have an answer to that. I think it's Caribou. I think Caribou is his spy. There are a few reasons why I think Caribou is his spy. One is that we know Caribou from Fishman Island. He was doing messed up things, but at the end he said that he wanted to impress. He said he wanted to impress someone with the information of Poseidon's identity. So basically Shirahoshi. He said he wanted to report to that person. So we never found out who that person is. And I think that person indeed is Blackbeard. Why do I think this? Well, because Caribou is currently in Wano. And the things that Blackbeard knows, he couldn't possibly know it without having a spy in Wano. And why is Caribou my main subject? Well, because one, we've already seen a whole chapter dedicated to him trying to hack a big Mushi, basically one of the main hubs of Mushis. Matter of fact, the reason why we know how Mushis kind of work in Wano is because of Caribou, because he was the one explaining it to Raizo and Luffy when the plan was to take over Udon. So having said that, the fact that we've already seen that he knows about how Wano's Mushis work, we would basically say he would have the means of spying on Oru. Well, also, let me go back. Because we've seen him in the prison. The fact that he's in the prison means he doesn't really work. Well, it kind of implies he doesn't work for Kaido. Basically, he's not a welcomed member of Kaido's crew. He's in prison, just like Luffy. So we can guess he's probably a spy. And since he didn't come with Luffy, he doesn't have the same goals as Luffy. What is he doing here? And he's trying to, another tell for me is that he's trying to become a Straw Hat. He wants to work with Straw Hat Luffy all of a sudden. We've seen this before, again, in the Fishman Island arc, when he, in the Return to Sabaody episode, where he was trying to join the fake Straw Hats because he wanted to destroy them from within. So who do we know has a grudge against Straw Hat or has history with Straw Hat? Blackbeard. And what could be a reason why Caribou would want to join the Straw Hats? We know his power. He has a swamp fruit, so his body is literally a swamp that he can hide things in. We saw him hiding multiple mermaids, like dozens of mermaids inside his body. He was trying to sneak them off to sell them. So to me, when I connect the dots, it seems to me that his ability is perfect for kidnapping. And we know one person, one Straw Hat, who is the best candidate for kidnapping ever, especially by Yonko. Because what we know is there are 4 road poneglyphs. And only one person is known to be able to read and interpret those poneglyphs. And that person is Nico Robin, the Straw Hat. So the reason why I think Caribou wanted to ally himself with Luffy, he wants to get close to Nico Robin so he can kidnap her and take to Blackbeard. Because Blackbeard, unless he has someone in his crew, but that has not even been hinted at. So the only explanation that my mind has been able to come up with is that he is the spy feeding information to Blackbeard, and he is there basically to try to kidnap Robin and get as much information for Blackbeard as possible. That's why he knows everything about the Denden Mushi, because he has to keep reporting back to Blackbeard, and the only way to do that is with Denden Mushi. Now, obviously, there could be other ways, because we know Blackbeard's crew now has the clear fruit, which is the invisibility fruit. So there's always a possibility that Shiryu, a swordsman, is a spy in Wano. That's a possibility, because he's strong enough. He carries a sword, so But when I think about it, I don't see Shiryu being the spy. I think Caribou is a spy. Yeah, and I think that's one of his main goals in Wano, and I think Oda's doing a great job just keeping it down, just keeping it low. Because I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and I don't really see people talking about him as much with great importance. I've heard Joy Boy talk about him, obviously, but I think that's what he's doing. I think that's his role. I can't think of anything else. I mean, obviously this is Oda, so he can have a completely different role than what I imagine, but my thoughts is that he is Blackbeard's spy, and he is there specifically to try to get good with the Straw Hats and kidnap Robin. Now, I understand it's easy to see Caribou as a spy, but why exactly Blackbeard? Because we can say all of the Yonko most likely want the Robin's ability, most likely want to have access to, the ancient weapons. But why exactly am I settling on Blackbeard employing Caribou? Well, we can eliminate some of them just very easily. We can say that it can't be Kaido, because Kaido has him in jail right now with Luffy. Kaido doesn't seem to recognize him as an ally. Matter of fact, he may be a threat. He's imprisoned. He's being tortured. So, no, not him. We can say it's not Big Mom, because from Fishman Island, we know Peckham's and Tamago, they went at it with Caribou. Peckham's one-shotted him. So it couldn't be Big Mom, because I'm pretty sure Peckham's would know it's Big Mom's hurdlings he's attacking. So not him. And also with Shanks, I know some people think Shanks is evil. I'm not one of them. So I couldn't see Shanks allying himself with a man like Caribou, someone with no honor, someone who would willingly sell mermaids to slavery. So I don't see Shanks having anything to do with him. So the only other choice is Blackbeard. So that's why I base my theory off of Blackbeard and Caribou. Which makes it more likely for me. I could take it one step further. I can say, since Blackbeard has a spy in Wano, a spy who already knows that Robin can read poneglyphs, because remember, he was listening to that whole conversation between her and King Neptune. So he knows she has poneglyphs, and most likely, if he works for Blackbeard, Blackbeard most likely already knows that she has the poneglyphs as well. So, and also we have Inuarashi's warning to, wow, I said that's so funny, Inuarashi. We have his warning to Robin back on Zou. He was like, well, you need to be careful, because a lot of people are going to want your ability. They are going to need it. Like Kaido needs it. Like Big Mom has a poneglyph. She's had it since the times of Roger, but she has no one to read it. She's putting all her hopes in pudding, but there's no guarantee. But Robin is guaranteed. So I think Blackbeard is trying to kidnap Robin with Caribou, which makes me think that Blackbeard is coming to Wano. He has to be coming to Wano, no doubt. And especially since during the following intermission, the intermission between Acts 2 and 3, he was talking about if the Navy, if it's just going to fall in the hands of the Navy, why don't I get it? Which is, it could be anything, really. I'm probably reaching right now. I'm probably reaching, but I have an inclination that he might be referring to ancient weapons. And so if he's looking for ancient weapons, most likely going to need Robin. Because Robin knows what Pluton is. She knows where Poseidon is. The only one, Poseidon. The only one we don't know about, and I don't think Robin knows about yet, is Uranus. But shit, 2 is better than 0, and everyone else knows nothing but Robin. Now, I know there could be some people who say, well, if Caribou was working for Blackbeard, and we know Blackbeard is a shrewd individual. If Caribou was working for Blackbeard, then Fishman Island was probably months ago, at the very least weeks ago, by One Piece time. So he would have had plenty of time to report back to Blackbeard already about Shirahoshi being who she is. And I don't see any reason why Blackbeard wouldn't have already invaded Fishman Island and taken Shirahoshi already. Unless that's what he's talking about with the Navy. Unless he has spies in the Navy and knows of their plans. But which we can still go back and say, if the government knew about Shirahoshi and wanted to take her as an ancient weapon, why didn't they do it when she was right under their thumbs? Why did they let her go back down to Fishman Island where she's comfortable in her realm? But, this is One Piece. We don't have the answers. We can only try to do what our minds are capable of doing. And my mind tells me that Caribou is here for one reason and one reason only. To Robin. And let me know what you think about my theory of sorts. I'm pretty sure other people have thought of it, but I just wanted to share my thoughts. But let me know what you think about this theory, and let me know if you have another idea of what Caribou's role might be in the story. I would love to know it because he is an interesting character, but he's not getting a lot of screen time. So Oda's hiding him. He's not bringing any spotlight onto him. So I think he has to be hiding something big. Well, yeah, this is Sanji Fan here. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next one.